Do you ever get that feeling that no matter what you do or how well you do or what you achieve, it's not enough? The next time will be better. I started this particular YouTube journey with the notion of getting organized, getting stuff done. And the closer I get to 80, the more important it seemed to be to actually finish the stuff I started. Maybe because it's the new year, or maybe it's because I'm trying to talk to you about what it's like to try and achieve something you've been trying to achieve for, 75 years or so. Okay, we'll just round it off to 75 years. What I want to talk about is self-worth. What do we really think of ourselves? This is not our self-esteem or our value. It's our self-worth. Apparently, self-worth, a real feeling that you are worth something, is good for your mental health. A couple of years ago, there was a study. My self-worth doesn't involve remembering details like the name of the study, but I can look it up because I am a very good researcher. Kind of a lousy note taker, but that's a separate issue. Anyway, self-worth gives you a good, strong sense of mental health, the ability to be resilient and to deal with the challenges of life with a greater sense of satisfaction. These are the downsides to low self-worth. Living with self-doubt and waiting for external validation for everything you do is just a dreadful way to live. One of the curses of having low self-worth is that you ball up everything you do with perfectionism. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. Perfect is the enemy of the good. It could be perfect if you ever get it done, but here's a hint. You're never going to get it done. It's never going to be perfect in your eyes because, well, I frankly don't know why. It's just the way it works. I've been aware of this for a long time, but I really became aware of it when I tried to do these videos. My walls are a disaster. My collection of pictures, of which I have spoken in the past, overwhelming, just overwhelming. And while I planned to talk about fixing those pictures, sorting them out, and I did actually sort them out, boxes here, boxes there, but they're sorted. The thing is, I realized that I had to step back. It's like peeling an onion. The reality is we need to tell ourselves how good we are. The problem is, I think it's possible that you and I are waiting for somebody out there to tell us how good we are. Everybody's got some strong point, and at some level, I think we each know what it is. Positive self-talk is good. This business of running ourselves down either inside our own heads or saying it out loud to our friends. Oh, I'm just so stupid. Oh, I can't do that. If you're doing your best, that's more than enough. Something else, and it took me a long time to catch on to this. I'd like to know if you run into this too. If so, let me know in the comments. Just you have a hard time saying no. You can say yes to everything. I'm not going to get into a whole long, whiny list of all the things I said yes to when I had no interest, no desire, no time, no energy, and often no money to do those things. Just learn to say no. And if you are going to worry that someone is going to not like you because you wouldn't do whatever they asked you to do, then you really need to consider whether you want to hang around with people who are always taking your time and energy to do something they should do themselves or learn to do themselves, or find somebody else to use. And celebrate your small wins. I actually gave myself a whole day off after I sorted out that stack of pictures and the picture frames. And this is amazing. I actually threw some of them out. They weren't worth keeping. They were damaged. And if you feel that you're not having small wins, try this. Come up with a gratitude practice. There's a friend of mine who did something for me that, and I'm going to tell you what it is because it seems so silly, but this woman is good at this kind of stuff. And without getting into details, I have trouble cleaning the bathtub. No, not the usual trouble, which is I'm just avoiding work. It has to do with my motion abilities. Another story for another time. She told me the kind of sponge she uses and how after she has her bath, while she's still in the tub, she uses it just to swab down the sides and the bottom of the tub. My tub has never looked so clean, and it actually works for me. It may sound like a small thing, but if I were her, I'd be doing a gratitude practice for her ability to see easy, useful ways to do jobs that are just nasty, like cleaning the bathtub. A long time ago, in another universe, okay, it was another century, if not another universe, I discovered I was really good with computers. This was 1987 or 88. I know that the first PCs were just beginning to appear, and it was an instant affinity. I started teaching software. The feeling was amazing. I was undaunted. For the first time in my life, I thought, I'm good at this. That was a great decade. Teaching software, traveling to teach software, getting paid really good money for teaching software, and I felt good about it every single day. So if you're in a situation where you want to make a change but you can't seem to get started, take a step back, take a look at yourself, get to know yourself, get to realize that you've got some really good things about you. What do you love about you? It's got to be something that you really love, even if it's something you don't want to tell everybody else. Tell yourself. Until next time.